doing the things that make you feel happy and doing the things that make you feel like the most real individual that you can be.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you are now about to witness
the journey that is the Lyfe Choyces Podcast.
Yeah!
What do I mean by being unapologetically me? What I mean by that is I've gotten myself to a point where I hope other people can do exactly this. I am exactly who I am in the time in which I'm supposed to be. To elaborate on that, I no longer need the validation of other people to allow myself to know that I'm okay, that I'm doing the right thing, that I am part of the right group of people, that I am able to be happy or sad in the moment in which I am. I'm unapologetically me in the way in which I talk, I act, I react, the way in which I wear my hair, whether I trim or not trim my beard, the clothing that I wear, because I've figured out that the more I look inside of myself to understand who it is that I am in a way in which that I can love the person that I see in the mirror, that I can walk throughout the entire day with my head held up high. I'm unapologetically me in every essence of who I am because I no longer need others' approval to live the life that I'm living. And the more that I dive into that practice, that lifestyle, I'm able to wake up with a clear mind. I'm able to wake up with a smile. I no longer have to worry about I have to do anything because I get to do anything I choose to do in a day. I'm unapologetically me because I believe that I am every day trying to be kind, helpful, mindful, conscious. I am doing everything I can so that I am able to be happy, to have a feeling of fulfillment inside of me. Unapologetically me is something I really want to kind of drive into other people and all the listeners, because as soon as you take comfort in the fact that you are who you are and that you no longer need to apologize to anyone else for being you, you're letting yourself be free. You're able to have conversations with people without the worry of how they're going to interpret it or how they're going to think about you after the fact. So I have stepped away, I'm stepping away from all people, all things, places, situations that I don't feel that I can be unapologetically me in and with. The more I become exactly who I feel I am, the easier life becomes. So I don't have to worry about being in situations that I feel like I have to fit in, because I don't. No one does. No one has to fit in anywhere, because when you're trying to fit in, you're actually putting on a mask. You are not being truthful to who you are inside. And when you do that, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to others. And if others only want to be around you because you're fitting in, then like, why would you do that? Like, why do we feel in the beginning stages of our journey that we need to feel that we need to fit in? If you look at all the greatest artists, musicians, painters, they didn't care about fitting in. They created the energy and the vibration in which they lived in. They didn't apologize for the way they dressed, even though they may have been or acted, and even though they may have been ridiculed or misinterpreted. They just continued on with their craft. And that's anyone. Like, anything is art. Like, you can build a car from scratch, and being the first person that ever did that would have been ridiculed because it hadn't been done before. What you give to yourself, the more you become the person you need to be, is unparalleled to anything else. Once you get out of that idea that you have to fit in, you start to do things more because you want to, because the way it makes you feel. And when you do that, you're allowing other people around you to become their truest self as well. So, like, if you think about it, if you're able to become you without apology to anyone else about the way you act. Now, I'm not talking about being inhumane or malicious or purposely hurtful. What I'm talking about is becoming a genuine human being, doing the things that make you feel happy and doing the things that make you feel like the most real individual that you can be. And what I've learned is that the more I am like that, the more the people I don't want in my life disappear, the more conversations I'm looking for appear, the more opportunities that I'm looking for, I don't have to look for anymore, because everything starts coming your way because you start your day off on a high energy, that you set the standard for what you're willing to put up with and what you're expecting from others. And I've noticed that the more I become the most truest, genuine, authentic pieces of who I am, everything else seems to just be showing up for me. Life tends to be a little easier to navigate, and I absolutely have more days in a row that I just feel really good at the end of my day. So the biggest lesson for me for 2025 so far is that I become the best version of who I am by no longer hiding who I am. And that's the way in which I talk to my closest friends. A great thing is to not just talk to them, but when they have conversations with you, be objective, but be brutally honest with them. Don't worry about the best friends. Don't worry about losing the friendship if the truth needs to be said. And then the same way in which I talk to my mother and my brothers is I don't hide how I'm feeling. If there's something I feel that I need to say, I say it. I allow them to absorb it and interpret it in a way in which they want to, and then continue the conversation. I even have conversations by myself, with myself in the morning and in the evening to evaluate my day as I'm going forward, as well as at the end of the day when I'm done. And I truly look at all details of the day to see, was I as truthful to myself as I could have in every situation that I encountered through the day? Was I the best version in any circumstances to do with the way in which I may have reacted to certain situations throughout the day? And the more I do this, the more I become comfortable with being exactly who I am. And that's even like expressing myself to my girlfriend. Like, if I cannot be the truest, most honest version of me with those people who I love the most, then I am robbing them of something more than what I should be giving them. So in every aspect of my day, no matter who I'm with, no matter who I'm hanging out with, talking with, spending my time with, I put every effort into it of being unapologetically me. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming back each and every week. We'll see you here next week, Tuesday at 2 p.m. on the Lyfe Choyces Podcast. Much love.
You are now about
The Journey Life Choices Podcast.